Good evening, everyone. Seasonably cool out there for your Thursday. I'm student meteorologist Amanda Lindquist with your 4FSU weather update. And we're still remaining cool even as it is approaching dinner hour. We're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 70s across Tallahassee. The winds have changed as well due to that cold front passage that we had last night. You may have noticed when you woke up this morning it was a little chillier, and then that lasted throughout the day. We didn't even break into the upper 70s here in Tallahassee. Those winds have also changed, and that's going to be a little bit of a bad news for us because these winds are now more out of an easterly component, and there is that wildfire. If you think back to last week, there was that wildfire we were talking about that was bringing a whole lot of smoke into our area. Then we kind of got a little break from it because our wind shifted more out of the south. But now our winds are again back out of the east, and they are still battling that blaze over in Columbia and Baker County, 35,000 acre fire. So that thing is just exploding. And that's not the only one. There are over 16 fires that are of 100 acres or bigger across the state of Florida as of right now. So big fire concern across the region, all of that dry air. Temperatures have taken a little bit of a dip over the last 24 hours. We are actually pretty much right on average with what is typical for this time of year, both for our low and high temperatures. Now, you saw that high there, sunny with a high of 75. If you're a Reliant K fan out there, you might have been enjoying the weather today. And those temperatures are pretty uniform across the region. 76 in St. Marks, 78 degrees in Wilma. That is our warm spot. 72 as we approach the Georgia line. So temperatures still hanging on in the 70s. That relative humidity very low, and that's part of what's causing the very high fire danger. It is extremely dry out there. Those leaves and the grass, you can just hear it crunching as you're walking across your lawn. So if you do have any plans for a fire, you might want to hold off at least a few days. But if you do have to do any burning that is very essential for your work or your recreational purposes, make sure you keep water nearby and properly set out that fire that you do start, because those relative humidity is very, very low. And there is no rainfall in the way to help those fires either. Those firefighters have got a tough task ahead of them. They've been doing a great job so far, so they're going to need a little bit more help from the weather. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen at least until later on next week. We can thank this high pressure up here for that, and we can also thank that high pressure for increasing the smoke in our area overnight tonight and into tomorrow. That smoke will begin to spread from Valdosta to Albany to Tallahassee as this high shifts and our winds become more out of the east to southeast. Now, if that smoke is a problem for you, if you have lung or asthma problems, any kind of heart condition, a few tips to help you out. You want to go ahead and keep your windows closed. Avoid being outdoors at all costs. If you have to, a little Vaseline around the nose helps, and also drinking plenty of fluids. Overnight tonight, though, things will remain clear and mild. Great night to eat dinner outdoors. Maybe head out to Lake Ella. There are a bunch of baby ducks out there. I took my dog for a walk there the other night, so it's a great night to get outside and enjoy the outdoor weather, because by the time we hit early tomorrow morning, that's when the smoke begins to make its appearance in Tallahassee and also in western portions of our region. 80 degrees tomorrow, a gentle warm-up from what we saw today with the mid-70s. Another thing that's going to be causing some problems with the smoke is this pollen forecast. Check that out. We're going to peak this weekend at 10.5 on Friday. Juniper, oak, and ash are the culprits as far as pollen is concerned. So we have that pollen, we have that smoke, but hey, we have sunshine. So you know what? If you have outdoor plans, go ahead and take advantage of the beautiful weather. Just like I said, make sure you drink plenty of fluids and take the proper precautions to deal with that smoke throughout the weekend. If you're headed out to Relay for Life on the FSU campus overnight on Friday, or the springtime football game on Saturday, there's also a Palace Saloon 5K. Lots of stuff going on around Tallahassee this morning. So don't let that smoke keep you indoors unless, of course, you have a certain problem such as asthma or any type of heart condition. Next shot at rain moving in next week. Look at that, 60% chance at the far end of our forecast.